Hey, everybody, how are you? My name is Richard White. I am a multi genre author, but my passion is my poetry. I don't know, it's really tough to narrow it down to just one thing, I believe, Joe. I would have to say it's probably two different things. I love putting the pieces together, the book, the cover, the manuscript, and marketing them. Just learning new things as I go along. And the second is the relationships I have built with fellow indie artists. It has been remarkable to meet so many talented people and learn from them as well as I learn the process of becoming an author. An element to my story that people should pay attention to um, with Shattered Glass is just the fight within, fighting the depression and the bad thoughts to overcome the worst. There can be a future for you if you're willing to fight for it and never give it up. Dedicate yourself to overcome the worst of times. That probably is what I would say is the most important thing I want people to pay attention to within my story. Um, I would have to say that I am fortunate that I have the computer skills to pioneer every aspect of my books. I have the graphics know-how for my book covers, doing the mock-ups and all the graphics to share and market my books, and as well as the document formatting skills. So, I'm not the greatest editor in the world. I'm still working on learning to edit, um, and I'm really trying to work on getting an outside editor as well. But at this point, I'm stuck being my own editor only because of lack of funding. But I've seen many authors struggle with the formatting. And I've heard many of them say they wish they had the know how to do the things that I'm able to do with the formatting of the documents and putting the ebooks in order and being able to do the clickable table of contents within the ebook. I really have gotten them skills down pretty well. I'd have to say I fear both. Um, Honestly, failure and success. I fear it both. I fear that people won't like what I have to say in my stories. That's my biggest fear. And to fight that fear, I just do more research on what I'm writing. I look for more parts and pieces to the puzzle to make the book a story and as good as I really can. Knowing that there are some critics out there that will choose to not like my work at all, I try to overlook those people and shoot for a better audience. Um, there's going to be times that I reach negative critics that aren't going to like my work, and I just have to deal with that. Um, but at the same time, I do fear success because I'm not real sure how far and how big it could really get. I guess I'm not really, I feel that I'm way down here and successful authors are way up here, and I've got such a ladder to make it. So, but yeah, so I would have to say I fear both. Starting off as a fan, yeah, I would say staying humble would be what has taught me. The first time I met someone really important, I never recognized them in their clothing and attire they were in. They were in a bad backwards baseball hat and a hoodie and sweatpants, and he was in flip flops. And early in the morning, I'd been up all night doing security backstage for a concert that was coming up that next day. And I sat down with three country music stars: Hal Ketchum, Kenny Chesney, and Neil McCoy. I had no clue who they were. And At the end of the day, spending time with them, I just learned to be humble, as a fan and as an author myself. When my fans approach me, I want to be able to be the same way they were. Um, sometimes you have to cater to your audience individually in specific manners. So, that's really how I see myself, staying loyal and humble to my fans for each and every book. And I believe staying loyal and staying humble will bring those fans to buy your book every time, regardless of the subject, because they just want to follow you because of your loyalty to them as fans. And you can find me at authorrichardwhite.com, facebook.com/authorrichardwhite, twitter.com at rwhiteauthor, instagram.com at authorrichardwhite. My Twitch TV is author Richard White, and Amazon, author Richard E. White.